Next work session is the Business and Taxpayer Portal Demo Update. Ms. Hughes.
Well, good afternoon.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, welcome Dr. Miller, Dr. Casey. I'm Jenefrer Hughes. I'm the Commissioner of the Revenue, in case you forgot. It's my pleasure to be here to present our new citizen portal. My team has been extra busy this year. We launched our DMV Select in December, so we've been getting that up and running and working. In addition, we partnered with a number of vendors and the county's IST department to implement the new Commissioner of Revenue Citizen Portal. And this represents, as Dr. Casey pointed out yesterday, this does represent a change. And in fact, it's not a change. It's a transformation for my office, because where we are now, and some of you already are aware of this, is that you get a piece of paper in the mail from my office for your business license renewal. You fill it in with a pen and send it back to us via snail mail. Well, no more. You now have the opportunity to fill that in and renew your business license anytime, real time, online. I'm very, very proud of what my team has achieved. We're going to show you the actual application sitting on one of your test systems. But before we start, I would like to, if I may, introduce some of the team members that made this happen, because this is truly a team effort. First of all, at the controls is our senior automation analyst, Mr. Julian Torres. Mr. Torres yesterday was awarded our semi-annual Hughes Award for Excellence. I didn't choose the name, by the way, but it is basically our employee of the half year for his work and his efforts to get this up and running. He worked nights and weekends to get this done, so I appreciate everything you did, Julian. My Chief Deputy, Gloria House, led the implementation of the project. Deputy Commissioner Kathy Osterman, who is in charge of everything except business taxes, so she's an important person in my office. She led the requirements gathering and then the testing for the personal property side, because unlike this application in other commissioners' offices, we actually automated our entire workflow, not just the business side, because you know what, sometimes you just get one shot, so we decided we were going to do it all. I'd like to introduce Ms. Chavez, who is going to come up and walk you through the demonstration. Ms. Robin Chavez is our business tax manager and was also instrumental in putting together the requirements for the business portal, but also spent hours and weekends testing the whole workflow from the initial entry to the payment side. Sherry Joy, who took over as supervisor for our income tax and tax relief programs. And she, again, unlike other offices, we have automated those forms. She was instrumental in making sure that they worked and that they are user-friendly for our taxpayers. So without further ado, the star of the show is the application. So what we're going to show you are the applying for a new business license. Okay, it's going to be a restaurant. Okay, sorry.
And what district is that restaurant in?
Mr. Winslow, it's round River City, which I know very well.
Lovely.
Because I indeed have been one of those soccer moms sitting on the sidelines, freezing my yes, body off, watching my son play soccer for the Jefferson Cup. Then we're going to, and this is for your benefit, Mr. Ingle, because I know you're going to be doing this, on the dot of the 2nd of January is a business license renewal. And then if we do have time, we'll walk you through an application for tax relief.
Thank you.
So, Ms. Chavis, if you want to come up, I'm going to hand you over to Ms. Chavis's excellent support.
Afternoon.
Thank you. Good afternoon. So, as Jennifer said, we're going to show you a new business license application. So the page that we're at right now is the Commissioner of Revenue Citizen Portal. It's the home page. So for sake of time, we pre-fill the information. So this is if the taxpayer is going back in to look at what they've submitted.
Can you give the website address?
It will be on the website,
So if we just go to the Commissioner of Revenue's page, then it'll be
ChesterfieldCounty.gov.
Okay.
Yes.
And, sorry, if I can interject, sorry. We are also likely going to have a short URL that you can go to, so
Yeah.
you can either go to the Commissioner's landing page or you can go directly to the portal. The IST group has suggested that, and I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. Okay. So again, this is a new business license. The type of business, as you can see, is an LLC. The business owner has had to submit their FEIN number along with the business name, cell phone number, all of the contact information, basically. They've submitted the location address and, again, contact information. When you get here to business activities, the business owner gives a description of the nature of their business and their start date. And when you open that up, you can see they submitted that they will estimate $450,000 in estimated gross receipts. They also need to answer questions, and in this case, you list the name and the title of everyone that's involved in the business, how many employees. In this case, it is a restaurant, so they selected restaurant. They've also submitted their health permit. They're also saying that they have an ABC license for beer and wine, so they've submitted their ABC license number. All of these questions are dynamic, so if you answer yes, you'll need to submit supporting documents. So you can see everything else was no. They chose they're compensated based off products sold. And they did have supporting documents, which they've submitted.
Can I ask one question on that? I'm sorry. I'm right here.
Sure. Sorry.
Sorry about that. On the supporting documents, is it okay to do a Word? I see a docx file there. Is it okay to do PDF? It doesn't
is.
matter what it is as long as it's sort of out there and somebody can open it. That's okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A bankruptcy court requires PDFs, so I have to ask these questions. I'm sorry.
Okay. In here, you'll see the certification statement where they're certifying that the information they've submitted is true. So, and at this point, they would submit their application. Once it's submitted, it then goes to our office, and we verify all of the information is accurate. So we're verifying that the State Corporation Commission is active, the ABC license is correct. Once we approve it, they'll get an email saying that it's been approved. If they owe anything, then they can click back on and they can make their payment. And then once they make their payment, they'll get an email again saying that they're able to print their business license, or we'll mail it to them if that's what they opted for. So it's like a 5-minute transaction, basically.
Better living through technology. This is wonderful.
Yes.
And no lines?
No lines, right.
Yeah, no lines.
And, excuse one question, and this is for renewals as well, annual renewals for your business license, is that correct?
Absolutely. We're going to show
Wonderful.
you now a renewal, if you'd like
Okay,
to see a
yeah,
renewal.
because that's
Okay.
why I need to do a renewal for my
Okay.
accounting practice.
Okay.
I know, thank you.
It's only 5 minutes. You want to?
So Jim got the right idea.
So once you enroll into the portal, you're able to associate your account. So in this instance, this business has already associated their account. So they would click on the account number here. If there was any payment due or any invoices, you would see it in that section there. You also can view your account information. Also, if you have a specialty tax, like transient occupancy or consumer and consumption, they can file as well under the specialty tax tab. And you also can file your business tangible personal property as well. So we'll just go ahead and renew the business license. So you'll just click on the business license. You'll see your filing, start 2022 filing. You'll click there. You'll enter the amount of gross receipts you've made for the previous year. The filing date is always going to be the date, today's date. If you have a file to upload, you can upload it there as well. And you'll complete the name of the submitter. Email address. So he's going to submit it. Yeah, I think you need to click. Oh. Sorry, it's moving a little slow.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Well, this is our test.
Now we got it.
Yeah, this is our test site.
Okay.
So you'll get a confirmation that it was successful. And it also shows the amount due. So you'll click here. You can expand the item, and it'll give you a breakdown of the fees. Once you make your payment, it then, the payment then moves to the treasurer's system, there, and the payment is completed. And after that, you'll get a confirmation email that it's been paid, and that's basically it.
Will you have to start from scratch if it's your first time coming onto the portal, or will your business already be in the system that you can link to?
You can
if it's a
associate
renewal?
it, so you don't
So
have to
if
start
you-
from
so
scratch.
If you're already in the system, it's already loaded, you just have to pull in your stuff and then go from there. That's
Correct,
fantastic.
yes.
Other questions from board members? Yeah, this is outstanding. Thank you. This is amazing.
Yes, it
This
is.
is
We're very
phenomenal.
A
proud.
lot of people, a lot of time.
One question.
Colin.
Yeah, one question. When will this go live? Is it this live? And how will we share it with the business community that probably needs it most to fulfill their license obligation in the coming year?
So it's live. It went live last week.
Okay.
We're delighted to say. In terms of communication, so there is a flyer going out with all of our mailings to all citizens. So we mail to the business community and then to the entire community for their personal property tax return. My newsletter also covers it. Dr. Casey has very kindly agreed that wherever he goes, he's prepared to mention it. So I am very grateful for that. I'm asking for your help also to let people know as you speak to your constituents that this is available. And we'll also work with the media, the media group here, the communications and media group here, so that hopefully we can also get some traffic going on the Chesterfield County Facebook group. The Chesterfield Chamber, hopefully I'm hoping to get a chance to speak there for a minute or so, and we've earned a little bit of money for our DMV, so I'm hoping to be a table sponsor also to build excitement and to build to build the profile of this app, because certainly on the business side we have a big hairy goal to get at least 80% of our business community filing with us online by the 2024 tax season. And I want to also emphasize that this application is in addition to our services. It's not replacing anything. So if we do have citizens who prefer to keep doing it the way they've always done it, absolutely, you're welcome to do that.
Anyone else? Dr. Miller.
Commissioner Hughes, I'm curious to know, do you have a wish list to what, moving forward after this is implemented and it's going? Is there a wish list of something you would like to do next?
So in terms of this application, yes, we do, and we brought it up with IST. What we would like to do is when certainly businesses come into our lobby, is we would like to be able to get them an account created and get them signed up and have them essentially at least prepare their transaction before they visit with a business tax assessment specialist. Because there are occasions, especially on the business side, it's a lower volume, higher complexity type operation, and people have questions, right, about setting up a business and how to get into compliance. And so, for example, some hardware like tablets that are mounted within the lobby, or a couple of workstations. Again, I'm all about setting out the requirements and objectives and then bringing in the experts to help us solve that. But yes, that would be the next evolution for us for this application, so that we can create a much better self-service type experience, even as people visit us. And so when they actually engage with my team, it's really a value add rather than, fill in your gross receipts here, for example. Yes, so that's really the next thing we're looking at. And, since you brought it up, Dr. Miller, on DMV, we'd also love to have a better way to check people in. Because we believe we're going to grow and become busier. So rather than have people queuing to see our receptionist, check yourself in, sit down, and we do see you at your appointment time, right? That is a commitment that we have. So that's really the next evolution. One other thing, I've spoken to our vendor on leveraging the application to do better reporting. And I know it's something that Dr. Casey has brought up and can create some frustration when something happens and you're looking for information, right? Our tax management system isn't built to provide you with information. It's built to assess taxes, right? And so, you know, in my mind, I think there may be some functionality that we can build in, working with our vendor, that we can build in where we have a better way to pull data out of our system and then present it. And we actually added one additional field within the application that we're backfilling into the tax management system, and that's the sales tax number, because what I would love to be able to do is to provide you with information on the gross receipts by industry vertical within Chesterfield County. You know, it speaks, for example, to the question that you all had as to why your sales tax revenue increased during 2020 when clearly the economy in certain sectors cratered due to COVID. I provided that information, but it took me a month because we're a big county and we have a lot of businesses and there's a lot of data to sort through. And trust me, the Department of Taxation's data is also not built for flexible and sophisticated management accounting reporting, which is something that I have, you know, in a previous life, some experience at. Does that answer your question, Dr. Miller?
Yes, I think Santa is envious of this list, but I think we can hopefully work together to provide that. I know we've been asking for some data, for some time on some of these things, and so we appreciate anything that breaks that dam and gets us that information, because we make better decisions when we have
absolutely
real-time information, and so this idea of backfilling, even though I'm sure it's going to be a pain, at least for some time, will be very helpful to us, and so we're grateful for that. Thank you.
Well, in terms of our strategic initiatives, I feel that operationally we've come a long way. We have we have one or two gaps that we're addressing, but really for us, looking forward, it's about leveraging technology to work better and to provide a better service to you as a board and to the county, but also to our Chesterfield County citizens.
Anyone have anything else? Well, thank you so much. It's been wonderful.
Thank you.
Great update. Thank you.